What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be looking at Matic, Polygon and discuss some scenarios that I think that might happen. So I think I've actually now changed my support of this rising wedge. Before it was like this, but I think with this fake out over here, well, it looked like a fake out, and this line basically has been acting as support. It is a correct line, but I think we must update it because we've have new data basically, but it has been literally respecting it exactly, even support, resistance, support. So now I'm just going to drag it a little bit down so it catches this support, and you can see it's still all good. So of course, if you were to roll over here, worst case scenario would be 68 cents. I do not believe this is going to happen whatsoever, bearing in mind that Bitcoin stays in a bull market. As long as we're in a bull market, which we are in at the moment, then we are good for continuation. All I want to say is that in the short term, we're going to see some downside for Polygon. This is my opinion anyway. Don't kill me if I'm wrong, but I do, if you've watched today's Bitcoin update, I do see potentially Bitcoin putting in one more leg down, form some sort of double bottom, and then of course head back up. Now we're going to go through that in more detail over here on Polygon and see what is going up, what's going up, on basically. So we know that ever since we got above the 618, we've been in a target to the 1618 at $3.31. Now you've had a few scares. You lost the daily 55 here. You're holding it at support, holding that golden pocket, good for continuation to the 1618, $3.30 target, but then you lost it, back tested as resistance and support at the same time. So with this, it's a doji over here, this red candle, and basically it just means that no one's in power. So it's hard to gauge where the market's going. The market makers don't even know because they're fighting, and then a decision will be made basically, and we pump back up. Now I do think that we're getting rejected from this head and shoulders or descending triangle over here that which I gave you, and we met the technical target as well. Yeah, we're rejecting that as resistance. Support has flipped into resistance, and so it makes sense now if this is resistance and we do lose the 20 EMA, and of course wicks to the top at resistance means it's going to drop, then we should continue down and put in a lower low. Now I've already given you this technical target in previous updates on Polygon for over a week, maybe 2 weeks now. I'm looking at this $1.62 target if we were to lose this support over here, the low basically. And this is just an area that I've been speaking about a lot on my channel recently, and this is also lining up with a much longer term technical target. This is, let's see if I get it for you exactly. I think I've actually messed up these fibs. Let's get that exact. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, this is actually lining up with 0618, the $1.55 area. As long as we're above this, we're going to our much longer term technical targets at the 1618, sitting at $6.73. And this is why on the channel I keep saying we're going to $6.50 to $7 for Polygon Matic in this bull run that we're still in. Of course, we have this nasty bearish pattern, but I just don't think it's going to pan out. I think we can even fall out of it. We've already spoken about for over a month about this 200 EMA, and how if we fall out, I do think that this would step up because of that 0618, because of the amount of times that we have bounced and failed to go below this area. Look, one occasion, second separate occasion, third, fourth. So multiple separate occasions, like not in a row, like loads in a row here, but you had a fake out, got back above, confirmed its support, ran up a lot, came back down to it, spin it, a bullish hammer there, ran up a lot, came back down, massive wick rejection. The bulls keep stepping in at $1.55, and that's why I don't even think that we'll go down there. If you do meet this target, I think you're going to wick down the 200. May have a nasty wick like this to the 0618 level at $1.54, and this is my worst case scenario at the moment. Of course, if we go into a bear market, then we have to obviously look at these further down targets, maybe at 68 cents, but I don't think that's going to happen. You're not losing structural support. You have higher highs and higher lows, which is an uptrend. Look at the last high was a new all-time high, and you're just coming to make a higher low at the moment. You're still higher than this, so it's all bullish at the moment. I'm just getting you ready that if we do go lower than this, it's all okay, because we're holding that 0618, which keeps us valid to our technical target roughly at $6.75 basically. So we're going to look at the short term now on the 4-hour time frame. If you're enjoying this video, please smash the like button and let me know your thoughts and opinions on this chart. in the comments down below. Please also subscribe, because we're trying to get the channel to 1.5k subscribers by the end of this month. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame right now. So you can see we're getting rejected here. Some sort of double top potentially is forming. Now we know it's not valid until we break this neckline, and if we do come to this neckline, doesn't mean that we're going to break below. You can bounce from here, and you could see that this would be one bottom, and if you came down here again and failed to break it, that would be a second bottom. So M's can always become W's, and W's can always become M's, as long as they don't break their necklines. Basically, if they break their necklines, they're the pattern that they should be. So this would be an M if you broke this low over here at $2.20. Now of course we had this double bottom, technical target wasn't met, so we can get rid of that now, but this is just a nice resistance point, maybe an area that might step in previous swing high into a swing low potentially. It's just like this, previous swing high, now swing low. This over here is a fake out, and you got a retest of it, but I do think now we're rolling over, and I think that we will put in a lower low. So in the short term, we can even look at this short term fib, to be honest guys. So we have a swing low to a swing high. You've now come to the 618. If that can hold, we should continue up and break this high. But I think obviously if you've watched today's Bitcoin update, we know that we're going to continue down. So make sure to watch that. I always start off every day with the most important update of the day, the Bitcoin chart. It doesn't even matter if you're not in it. It tells you where the market is going. Now, create the reversal wave, lose the 618, we're going to the $2.18 minimal. Lose that, and we're going to this 1618 at $2. You can see you would be losing this resistance point, and so you'd be losing support basically, because that's what it should turn into. If you lose the swing high, you go to the previous swing low. Now that can be at exactly $2, because this is where we've had our bounce basically, but I think that it'd be this area, these two support points that you come to, $100 and $1.92 and $2 basically would be that area. If you do go lower than this, my target would be $1.62, and I'll show you exactly why now. So this was the short-term fib. Lose this low, we're coming to the $2.02 mark, but we need to see this impulse up here. You see we've come down impulsively, correctively, and obviously if we lose this low, we'll be going to the $1.62 mark, and that's if we measure from the swing low to the swing high. Now technically you are above the golden pocket, and that is lining up with the neckline of the double bottom, as well as just a bit below. You can see there was some wicks down there on the 618. So if you can stay above this, we have to say we are going to continue up. But with all the signs from the other coins like Bitcoin, then there's obviously that chance we are going to roll over. And you can see if we do come down to the 1 and Bitcoin bottoms out, then that will be a bottom. But if we were to lose this support and Bitcoin's still rolling over basically, then I do think, yep, $1.90 wouldn't be the bottom, and we'd be rolling over to this 1618 at $1.62. And that's pretty much it for today's Matic Polygon update. We just need to wait now, see what's going to happen with Bitcoin. But again guys, as we always know, when we're in a dip, it's always on Bitcoin. So again, please like the video, subscribe. My Twitter link is always in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.